And we're live and back, finally. It's been a whole long while. But we return to this wonderful little world and this wonderful group of people for Aetherseed Cycle of Stars, our D&D 5e live play game set in my homebrew world of Telia in a modern age with industrialized might and magic, and you can buy cantrips in the pharmacy. Before we jump into proceedings, let's quickly go around the room and people can tell who they are and who they were playing. So let's kick off with Ash, and you pick who goes next.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Olo Proudburrow, the Lightfoot Halfling Rogue, stroke Bard, whose family situation's just got a lot worse. Over to you, Kat.
Hi, I am Kat. I am playing RaQui MriTtyur, the Aarakocra Bard / Warlock. Trying not to have the family situation go too crazy, but also potential there. Over to you, Jade.
Hi, I'm Jade. I'm playing Will Soul, the Fire Genasi cleric. I was about to say chef, but both
That
true.
works too, yeah.
Yeah. And shit's about to go down, and I will pick you over to Nate.
I'm Nate. I'm playing Errol Reminash, the Craggling Fighter. Over to you, Kenneth.
Last time was the big moment for Errol to take part in that medical procedure that would restore his ability to use magic, which he went through very successfully. Later on, meeting the person who arranged for the entire procedure from someplace else, his maternal grandfather, a delightful individual. Really, the fluffy, huggable kind. And everybody accompanied him. Will was partially traumatized by witnessing the way the hospital kitchen worked. But she did meet her girlfriend, Clara, who was hospitalized after a military training gone wrong. And what went wrong with it was her. Everybody returned, followed up with some leads, including family stuff for RaQui and Olo. And Will decided to take another visit to Clara on the next day to the hospital. And while they were getting together and spending a nice time together, the windows burst and men in military combat attire jumped in. So we're gonna pick up right there. And Will, the first thing I need to do for this new year as we begin, we return now to Aetherseed is roll initiative.
Yeah. Okie dokie, let's go.
Rolling for Clara
Don't
and
die.
our military guys. Oof.
That's all right, I guess. That is a 16 from me.
Okay. The two individuals that break through the windows. You see that there are more rappel lines, like possibly more are coming, but there's only, through the window, only 2 fit. They are dressed in pretty much completely black combat gear with skull-shaped helmets, with the top, almost like on the left side of the brow. There is like a laser pointer that it's aiming as they turn their heads, aim towards you, and there is a muffled. Actually, make a perception check.
Okay. Natural 20, which makes that 27.
Awesome. You pick up a muffled target acquired, proceeding to extraction. My guys rolled higher than you. They will go first. You are I will assume you have stood up. Clara also stood up. She is standing there in a hospital gown, bedpan in one hand. Because that's Clara.
Yeah. Never
will-
looks sexier.
Yeah, it's their turn. They will roll. That's a natural 20 on the first attack. I'm gonna roll this. You take 7 points of. This is lightning damage
Okay.
and follow-up attack. I don't think a 14 will hit you.
No, it will do because I do not have my armor on
Ooh, yeah, you
because
have
I
not-
was in the middle of things.
Yeah, you were otherwise engaged.
Yes, so yes, a 14 will hit me.
Okay, so that is another 4 points of lightning damage.
Okay.
You see that they raise rifles that are really, you see the make, you immediately know these are not, let's call it local. These are not rifles that are normally used in the magical territories. These are clearly metal-based, more technological, aka Republic rifles.
Okay.
But they do fire what seem to be almost like a stun gun, like a laser. They just fire a couple of projectiles that hit you. You feel like a bit of like the electric shock, like your muscles seize up a moment, but it's not enough to bring you down in any way. The next one will go for Clara. And I will call it because it's a natural one. The gun, the generator for the thing shuts down for a moment. So he loses his second attack.
Okay.
It is Clara's turn, and she will rage and just rush the first guy, bedpan in hand. And we'll make I'll take the other die. Okay. And I'm rolling with this disadvantage here. But even with disadvantage, both attacks hit. And she's dealing a d4 because I know actually this will be a d6 for the bedpan. Dealing. She deals 24 points of damage in total, whacking this dude over the head with a bedpan. Just like, it is your turn, Will.
Okay.
As you come to your turn and you're seeing everything around you, time seems to slow down for a moment for you. And you hear a voice, like everything almost looks for a moment. You for a moment you think that the impact of these weapons has done something else to you because your vision kind of clouds for a moment. And you find yourself temporarily removed from this place and you're standing in the temple again. Like just miles away. Not even the temple, whatever temple is in Cardis. You find yourself in the temple of Reverend Day, the keeper facility, that city underwater you were in weeks ago. You find yourself sitting in one of the pews, and there are two people sitting facing you. One of them is kind of obscured and kind of leaning back. It looks like a very plump lady with lots of pockets, an apron, and seems to be like getting food out of pockets, trying to find like a perfect comfort food. And the other one is facing you and kind of leaning forward is a harsher looking man in what can only be described almost like a plate armor, but it's not like a full plate. It's more like piecemeal, like just patches of different metal and like different metals even. And he has basically like a club that he's leaning on. And says, "You have had questions in the past of where to proceed, how to go about it. You find yourself on a crossing point, my dear. So I ask you, which path do you take? Are you someone who nurtures at all times, or are you more about protecting what is yours and punishing those who have transgressed against them?
Okay, I'm just going to point this out right now. This is the worst possible time that you could have brought me here. You could have asked me these questions beforehand. Right now, this is kind of urgent. I need to go
Yes.
back.
It is the best moment for this, then.
It is not.
Choices are made at critical junctures. Will. Which strength do you need at this moment?
I need to protect her.
Then take my hand. And he extends it.
I'm just going to grab it as fast as I can because I need to get back. I do not care.
You grasp it desperately. He smiles and says, "Don't worry. You'll be right where you need to be." And at that moment, everything dissolves and you're back in that room. And for the duration of this fight, you have 2 free uses of Channel Divinity on top of what you already have. And you are now a cleric of war.
Awesome.
And it is your turn, coincidentally.
Okay, so Channel Divinity. So the guided strike. You make an attack roll, you can use Channel Divinity to gain a +10 bonus roll after the roll, but before knowing the result. Okay, cool. And then is there, I'm guessing there's someone near me?
Yes, there's another one of those soldiers in front of you.
Cool. I will go to hit them and I will use that channel that guided strike.
Okay, spend 1 Channel Divinity and you get a +10.
Yep. Let's go and
I will assume that along the way, just a simple object interaction, you press whatever buttons and your Weaver and summon get your armor, everything that you need.
yeah, that would be like the first thing I do would beat that and then go to strike. So I will bring up my armor class, so that is fine, and I will go and hit with my trusted frying pan. So 21 + 10, 31 to hit.
That hits. That definitely hits.
Amazing. And then that is 7 points of damage.
Are you striking with one of your with a pan?
Yeah.
You grab you summon your trusty cast iron and just whack this individual across the head. I'm gonna tell you, you're level 6, right?
No, we leveled up to level 7. I believe. Yeah, we did.
Cool, 7. You have another Channel Divinity, which is War God's Blessing, which means you can do the same thing you do for your attacks. As a reaction, you can give an ally a +10 on an attack before it is rolled.
I can see that. Yes.
After you see the roll, sorry. After they see the roll.
Yeah.
Before you know if it hits.
Or you know if it hits, yes.
Cool. Yeah. I've just seen that. I just scrolled down and saw it. Yes, I will. Amazing.
Okay. That brings us again to the guards. The 2 soldiers, I call them guards, but 2 soldiers. The first one, the one that attacked you, has just been saucepanned. One is getting saucepanned, the other one is getting bedpanned. They're getting panned either way. This one, since you're in close proximity, puts the the rifle away and draws almost like a baton, like a stick, and will attempt to attack you with it. 11 will not hit you.
Nope.
8 will not hit you.
Nope.
You parry with a pan the different baton strikes. Though you see sparks fly, so there's an electric component to these as well.
I do not enjoy that. It's a good job I have a
It's the
rubber
other
handle.
one, and the other one is going for Clara. This one will hit, and will also hit with the second hit. Also, this one has the rifle. It wasn't working, but again, draws the baton, and these are halved. So she takes about 20 points of damage total, including halving and of damage. And you see kind of as she's being like, you see the electrocution part of the baton, but from the look on her face, this is just making her angrier. And it is her turn, and she will, go at it. But she's gonna do something else. She rolls with advantage this roll. Okay, we'll roll the opposing. She wins. She drops the bedpan, grapples the guard, and that is for her first attack. Second attack, she moves behind them. I'm gonna make another roll. Oof, where this is. She wins again. Rolled double 19s on advantage. And she proceeds to she grapples him, maneuvers him so she's behind him, but hands around the waist, and German suplexes him. So there's this damage plus strength. He takes 10 points of damage, and you just hear the crack of the impact of the back of the head onto the ground. I need to make a con save for him. That's a failure. He's stunned.
That's my girl.
And it is your turn.
Cool. And then I will continue to hit this guy.
Go for it.
So I will not use my channel divinity.
Here's the thing. If you want to do this, one of your new spells as a war cleric is magic weapon. It's a bonus action cast, and you give your weapon a +1 to attack and damage if you want to use that. Or you can also always summon your spiritual weapon to help you.
Yeah, to be fair, I was thinking bonus action, I might summon my spiritual weapon.
Awesome.
Yeah, because that's a bonus action.
Also,
so...
actually, here's something you may not have seen. As a war priest, when you use the attack action, you can make a second attack as a bonus action.
Interesting.
You can use that a number of times equal to your wisdom modifier.
Awesome. I will, however, do my spiritual weapon because I just rolled it. I already rolled to hit my first action anyway. So my first action was to hit it, which rolled a 20. I then rolled my spiritual weapon, which also was a 20.
Natural or unnatural?
Unnatural. Both unnatural.
Awesome. Roll the damage.
So because
it will.
So
get it, Will.
For the record, yeah, their AC is 20. So.
Oh, okay, awesome. So 5 points with my frying pan, and then the spiritual weapon, 6 points for that one.
You smack this one over the head twice. The spiritual weapon. What does the spiritual weapon look this time?
Let's go for the hospital theme. So let's do let's do like a scalpel.
Okay. In very RaQui fashion, a scalpel just manifests and just whacks the guy over the head. He's looking.
That's the first thing she thinks of. She's like, hospital. Oh, Ricky uses a scalpel. That works.
With you in spirit.
Yes.
You're there in spirit.
Yes.
Weapon.
The attack hits. This one is looking kind of rough.
Good.
The other one is on the ground. He's gonna miss his next turn. It is this guy's turn, and he will attempt to disengage and go towards the window and jump out.
Hey, that's my move. That's not fair.
So
You're not allowed to do that.
He's gonna make an athletics check to grab on the rope and try to escape. Oh, buddy, he rolled a natural 1. So he looks at you, puts the baton away, goes to run, and misjudges the distance and jumps. His knees catch on the windowsill. Doesn't grab the rope, but you just hear a Wilhelm scream as he goes down.
Yes. Perfect.
When the other one returns to his senses, he's on the ground with Clara on him, but with a bedpan, almost like Hulk style, like, and his other body is not there. So he's like, you hear muffled bolts, I surrender, I surrender, I surrender. Clara says, good. Whacks him again and knocks him out.
Great. Amazing.
He goes like, looks around, goes to the window, like grabs his rifle, checks it, looks out the window, and you see the ropes being pulled up. He goes, okay, are you good, Will? Are you good?
I'm good. Are you good?
I'm good. I'm sorry. I think these people came for me. You know, I did kind of grenade them. But you know what? Let's check this guy out. So, do you want to roll to check, you know, the armor, everything, or would you like to assist Clara in doing this?
I will assist her because she probably knows what she's doing. I'll probably end up fucking up or, you know.
Okay. She will then roll investigation with advantage. That's a natural 20. With the advantage of 5 and a 20. She looks over and kind of begins to remove pieces of the armor, removes the helmet. And it's an elven man. Sees the armor. Okay, no, the armor isn't, like the weapons are Republican. The armor isn't, you don't find many elves over there. And begins to like check pockets of the armor and says, and pulls something out of like a, almost like a pocket, like it's something, a compartment in the bracer. Says, Will, why does this guy have a photo of you?
What? And she like grabs it and she's like,
You turn it over and it says, Will-O-Wisp Soul, your age, and it says primary target, acquire alive.
okay, that's fucking rude. I mean, for one, I'm kind of flattered that they would be actually here for me, but I am not flattered the fact that they went and came in here.
No, trust me. But I'm more worried that there's some moderately well-trained military types coming after you.
Yeah, no, I don't understand that either.
Looking at this, they are from that military contracting company I told you about.
Uh-huh.
So I don't know why they're here for you and not me.
Maybe it's leverage against you?
I don't think anyone knows about you. You know, I mean,
They didn't. Now do. Probably.
I mean, sure. Now, if they've been doing surveillance, they know a whole lot. But
yeah.
But before this, like, It's not likely like I have it on like a social media or something. Hey, I'm dating. No. So
I didn't even realize you had social media.
just for cat stuff, but that's another story. I'm gonna get dressed. I'm gonna probably discharge myself. I have a couple of places. Do you have a place to stay and be safe? I have a few. I have a couple of places I can get us in for a couple of nights if you need to. Because we need to figure out what the hell's going on.
Yeah, that is a good point. I'm kind of, to be fair, I'm actually kind of looking for somewhere to stay at the moment because, I mean, we're temporarily with the Seekers.
You're in the Seekers building?
Yes.
Stay there.
Okay.
For a few days. Even you can, look for somewhere else later. Stay there for a couple of days. It's, I think, probably the safest place right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna ask some questions and talk to a few of my people and see if we can figure out what's going on. Though, if you know anything, let me know.
I don't think so. Let me check something. I've just thought of something.
Okay.
I don't think it's to do with my mum. I don't know why it would be to do with my mum, but let me just, yeah. Let me, I'm gonna check something when I get back,
Okay.
and I'll send it to you if it comes to anything.
Okay. Let me know, and we'll go from there. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
She hugs you. She goes to get dressed. You see her unit, like military fatigues, are tattered, burnt. They kind of were kept there. She gives you a hug, gives you a kiss, goes, okay, I'll be in touch. Love you.
Yep.
And goes
I
away.
love you too. Wait, before she goes, I'll give her my jacket.
Cool. Yeah, that'll actually be less conspicuous than her current attire. So she goes out to probably fight people on her admission, like just being discharged. What is Will going to do?
She's gonna head straight to the Seekers. I need to go look through my box that I had. I just want to check. I'm also gonna message the others. Just to ask them to meet me back in the little
What we'll
area.
do is jump forward in time.
Mhm.
You've arrived at your room. Everybody is. Do you want to check your box before everyone gets there, or is it okay if they're there while you're checking?
It's fine if they're there when I'm checking, because what I'll probably do is I'll be like, right, okay, I will describe the uniform.
I mean,
and
you could have taken if you wanted. You could have taken a
Yeah.
photo with your weaver. That's fine.
Yeah, so I'll have the a picture of that, and I'll be like, right, okay, we need to scour through these tapes and and pictures, anything. I want to see if there's anything in correlation to this uniform and my mother, because for some reason I was a target today, and I don't know why. And I would appreciate all hands on deck and as much help as possible, if that is okay.
I'm going to ask a question, and I need to know the answer to this.
Mm-hmm.
You have been going through the tapes, bit by bit, over and over. Is your plan to go through the rest of them?
Yes.
Including the one that is literally marked "Watch me last."
I will watch that last. I will leave that until last. If anyone picks it up, I'll be like, no, that one specifically says to watch last. We want to go through everything else first.
Do you take the time to watch them no matter their duration, or do you kind of like double speed them? And
some of them I will double speed if it gets like, no, this isn't that important. she'll kind of skip through and then like slow down if she thinks something is important or if she spots something, and it's kind of like a mix of both.
Well, the last tape that you watched was one where she basically said that she had to leave your dad, because her father kind of came back into her life and essentially made a threat.
Yeah.
The next few tapes are clearly like your mother in anguish, just an emotional turmoil, while still you see her increasingly either covered in mud or in blood, though clearly the blood is not hers. Eventually, though, there is one tape where she looks a bit happier,
Mm-hmm.
and it's like, I think it's done now. I have a few more, just a few more things to do, and I'll have broken off. He has to honor this promise, and once it's done, I'll go back home and my dear darling idiot. And eventually you see there's a few more tapes of just almost her going like just rote journaling. And eventually she looks much like you have seen her before at home, just, common dress. And she looks happy. And eventually you hear in the background children laughing around, crying. And basically it's the point where she and your dad start adopting people and being like both adoptive parents, kind of like a halfway house for kids in the system. Though near the end, as you're coming towards like the last 10 of the tapes, and note for the record, these are hours. You're going through hours of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Give me a sec. I need to find something here. Okay. This is her looking very concerned. Says, I have to go today. I'm son of a bitchy. I need to go away for a while. And she's like silent for a while. And you advance and it's like 10 minutes of her just staring, like just a 1,000-yard stare, just completely silent. I had to leave home because he came knocking, and I have kids. I'm not letting them be anywhere near my father. No. I'll take care of this one last job, and after that, if I have to kill him, I will. But I'm done, and I'm done having my family near him. Follows a couple of videos were again bloodied, mud covered, describing something of an operation in the country of Dorel, which is far in the north, like just the northernmost continent. It's like there's two countries there that this will be general knowledge. Dorel and its neighbor Tarash are always in conflict. Like there are border skirmishes all the time. It's not unusual for like heavy fights to break off between them every so often. Like there's a lot of like cultural enmity and that not really cultural, it's more historical enmity. Like the two nations used to be one. There was a split, and the split was bad. So it's something that it becomes recurring for them every so often. She describes that she is taking part in an operation from Dorel, from Tarash, the largest one, into the smaller one. Their mission is to take out a popular leader, a leader of their military who is stirring up shit. Very well liked, very popular, very good, like very capable. And so the Tarashian government hired his father, her father's company, which you for the first time hear the name. It's called Shadowbrink. Shadowbrink's been hired to get rid of the general and everyone he knows, and she looks at the camera and says, "I don't know. I don't think I can do this. She pulls out a photo, and it's a photo of a fire genasi man and woman, and both of them holding a baby. It says, I got my kill orders today. And that's the end of that tape. The only one that is left is the one that says, "Watch me last." I'm going to ask again, is Will going to see this one?
Yeah, she'll watch it.
This one is dated from 2 months ago. Well, not 2 months ago. About 3 months ago in timeline. I will be 2 months before, it got to you. And it's, she's sitting there, and it's current time. So it's literally marked 2 months ago in a timestamp. And she's staring at the camera and says, "Well, if you're seeing this, then you're up to date." And I don't have. And you see her, she's trembling. And you see a hand reach like from beyond the camera and just grasp her hand. And you know that's your dad's hand. And she is just gripping it tightly. And you've seen many expressions on your mom's face. This one that is clearly pain, sadness, probably some guilt in there, is new and perhaps even somewhat alien for someone who has been very much the strong mama. I lied to you. You asked me about your parents, about the people who gave you up. If I knew anything, I did. I didn't know them, but I held your birth mother on her last moments. She entrusted me with you. I don't know what she did, because I was supposed to kill her and you, but I couldn't. Fortunately, my father had no such qualms. So I took you and ran. And I I've stayed away, and I've kept you away from all of this because there's a whole lot of danger involved, and if to answer your questions, to give you what you need to know, means I need to dig things up, and means questions are gonna pop up, and the only way I can protect you, the only way I can keep you safe, and is I need to go after him. I need to expose all the things he did, all the things he made me do, and the only thing I ever want is for you to be, to be you, to be happy, and maybe just a bit, just be prouder that you have me as a mom. But once I do this, you'll find things out about me, and just know I love you. And there's also a chance this is the last time I'm going to be able to talk to you. So, just know I love you, okay? I'm sorry. And the video ends there. There is, once it ends, you see that almost like at the same time, there's a trigger on your phone, and you get a message. Like the video ends, and like almost on time, there is you see from your phone, from your Weaver, the video player literally essentially almost like connects to your Weaver and piggybacks off it. And immediately after, you see a ping like message sent. And immediately after, you get a call. And it's from your dad. Is that Will?
Yeah.
I just got a notification. I was supposed that when I got this, reassure you or anything. But honey, your mom, I have your mom's missing. She last time we spoke before I sent that box to you, she said she was gonna expose your well, her father,
Mhm.
not your grandfather, her father, and dig out a whole lot of dirt. But she was keeping in touch, and then all went quiet. Your mom's a tough lady, and I trust her to handle herself, but I'm worried. I'm very, very, very worried. I don't. This is beyond me. I don't know what. I don't know how to. I don't know what to do. Are you? Sorry. Sorry. You just saw the videos. Are you okay?
I'm fine. When was the last time that you spoke to her?
2 weeks after I sent the box. I've been. It's been like 3 months. I've been using every means I can to get in touch with her old friends, acquaintances, everyone that I know that I can contact. Nothing. I'm very worried that her father has her. And I don't know what to do about it.
You leave it to me. That's what you need to do about it.
Please be careful.
I will.
Please let me know when you know anything, and if you need anything, if there's anything I can do, or I don't know anything about him. I'm just a mechanic. This is beyond me. So, if there's anything, just tell me, okay?
Hey, Dad.
Yeah,
You're not just a mechanic.
I know I'm a damn good mechanic.
Yeah.
I love you.
And you're my dad, and I love you.
Thank you. And he hangs up. The last thing you hear is kind of his voice kind of shaking as he was saying bye.
Mm-hmm.
And you are left in your room with your friends, having just gone through these videos and that conversation.
With the conversation, well, it sounded not much better than these tapes.
Mm-mm. No, my mom's gone missing.
When was the last time she was seen?
My dad said the last time was that he spoke to her was roughly about 3 months ago, just before he just after he sent this box to me.
3 months is a long time.
Yep. And if I was targeted, there must be a reason why, and it is probably most likely linked.
It's going to sound really like a shitty thing for me to say, but if you're being targeted, it's probably a good thing for your mom. It's likely a way to draw her out.
Mm-hmm.
You'd be great bait.
Yeah.
Which means they're not going to stop.
No.
What do you want to do?
I don't know. If I go looking for her, there's a chance, as you said, Earl, that I am bait to draw her out, and that's just putting her in trouble. But at the same time, she could already have been taken.
Yeah, it might be to ensure that she cooperates or
Exactly.
something. We could, it's an option, but we could just try to help her
Mm-hmm.
in terms of exposing this shadow bring. Maybe we can find something out ourselves and rest from both sides.
Yeah. I was also thinking the same thing. I am going to shoot off a message to Clara.
Okay.
Update her. Advise about my mother going missing. Then me telling her is probably a bad idea, but I know she can handle herself.
She sends you a question, and when we began this season, I mentioned there would be moments called turning points.
Mm-hmm.
Moments where you would make a decision for one of the NPCs related to one of your characters. Clara is offering to use her military resources and everything. She basically her everything, putting, and you know that Clara will do this without a second thought. She will put her career on the line to find out everything there is to be found about Shadowbrink and try to find your mom.
Mm-hmm.
I will ask you, does she do that? Do you send her off to do that?
Yeah. I know she can handle herself. And as much as I really don't want her to, no, I will trust her and knows that if it gets really, really bad, she has that trust in her that she will tell Will so that she can get back up. She trusts her enough to do that. She knows that, like, they wouldn't have a relationship if there wasn't that trust.
As I mentioned when I explained the turning points, there will be consequences.
Yeah.
Positive, negative, we'll see. There are
I swear,
consequences.
if you kill her, Kevin,
there
I am coming after you.
There are consequences for these choices. And we will just have to wait and see what they are.
I know where you live.
But the wheel turns and this decision has been made.
Yep.
So Clara sends you a message. Okay, leave it with me. Don't make a move. Keep yourself safe. As long as you're not on your own, like don't be on your own, be with your friends, whatever. As long as you kind of stick together, you don't isolate yourself in a way, you should be fine. I'm gonna both find things out and divert some attention from you. Essentially, I'm gonna make some noise, and that should keep them off you. And it says, I'll be in touch as soon as I can.
Don't make too much noise.
The last one says, can't promise anything.
I know.
So Clara will go and do her thing.
Mm-hmm.
And we will see what comes of it. I love the look on Ash's face. What is going through Will's head?
whether or not she's making a mistake, but because she knows it's to do with her mum's dad, basically. And he seems to be a very powerful man.
Has have any of the has viewing the tape changed anything for Will in terms how she views her mom in any way?
No. For her birth mother, yes. Her mom, no. She did what she had to do. Just her past doesn't really represent who she is now. It just kind of emphasizes why she was the way she is, why she was so committed to her kids. Like, you can go one or two ways, and she had the best outcome from doing that. So no, that doesn't change anything for Will because she was there. She risked everything for her, essentially, from what she said in the last tape, you know? So yeah, no, she's just another big damn hero in her life. And then she's like, wait, do I have like a mom complex? Is that why I'm attracted to my girlfriend?
That is a haha, that's a
If it makes you feel any better, I don't think Clara's got a motherly vibe going on.
No, but it's like the whole like, you know when you're told as a kid you'll end up with somebody who's like one of your parents, and it's like, yeah, military, yeah, go figure.
I will be evaluating his relationship if that's the case. Not really like his parents.
right, so you are all right now in Will's room. What do you do?
I mean, Errol's only recourse at this point is to offer Will a hug.
Give it, big boy.
She's so small.
Pats her hair, and her hair like shrinks to her head. And it goes.
She's down there somewhere. He'll just like he gets that family trauma. This is a whole new level even for him. I mean, out of curiosity,
there isn't even a knock on the door. The door swings open, and in comes here comes the snake boy, who just comes and literally flings your weaver at you, RaQui. It's done and goes away.
Did you catch it or did it hit the floor?
Hopefully I caught it. Cherish it. Stroke it.
It's your weaver. It's
Put it away.
Weaver as it's always been, except there's now a new module loaded on it.
Oh, exciting.
The module it's called it has a rather unique name. It says Wisdom of the Dead. You'll likely need to switch things off. It costs 20 points to enable. It's a purely utility module. It has two benefits. The first one is you can essentially, if you find let's say, a recently deceased within a day, you can ask them one question as if using the Speak with Dead spell. And the second one is once per short rest, you can gain advantage on a death saving roll.
Ooh, nice.
That's gonna come in handy.
And there's a note in like your notes. There is a note written there. It says, "I've checked your telemetry. You have a weird thing going on with death. It's kind of creepy, but this should come in handy."
Thanks. It definitely will. Awesome.
Lovely. So you're leaving this to Clara, Bill?
Are you
Yeah.
okay with that?
Not necessarily, but you know, it's she's
A lot has just happened.
she's the best source of information I have if I want to put my personal feelings aside.
Okay.
Yeah, and where was Shadowbrink based? What was their home country?
We'll have to make an investigation check.
I can make an investigation. I'm not great, but I could make one. Ooh. 20. 17 plus 3.
They are they are from Corvair,
Orvia.
which is the one of the nations, like the easternmost nation in this same continent where Cardis is.
See, do you think Errol would know that based on him looking things up while we were watching the videos, or on just like past something was mentioned at some point somewhere and he's like, I recall this, but that's the only thing I recall.
All right, can you repeat that?
It was just like as part of that investigation role. Would that be like he was sat there looking at it
Yeah,
whilst we were watching those videos?
It's looking stuff online. It is a registered company.
Okay.
It is, you can find it is a private security company. They provide security for important people and organizations. Essentially, a private military contractor, primarily.
The militia, but high end.
Yeah, they're mercenaries basically. And they work at they're based on Corvair and sorry, not Corvair. My mistake. No, actually, yeah, Corvair, which is strange and makes you think it's kind of maybe not true because Corvair is primarily like a bird sanctuary. Like the entire region is just forested, like wilderness, bird sanctuaries and such.
I was right, okay, we know we're leaving this to Clara, but I was just kind of looking things up while we were watching those videos. Kind of shady. It says it's based in Corvair, but I don't think that's true.
Corvair doesn't have any major industry. Their primary like income is through tourism. It is a place of basically natural beauty, but they don't have any major industry. and for the most part, kind of a country that's mostly self-reliant. Their agriculture feeds their people. Their everything is clean, natural energies. Just essentially, water, wind, and air, like sun, and a whole lot of sanctuaries for wildlife and particularly birds. It's
It
I mean,
seems a little odd
for
to
one part,
have
it
something
could
like
be
that there.
for one part, it could be a great place to set up a company because it's, as in of nowhere, but it's not where you would put a company that needs to have like contact with a bunch of people,
And facilities to train in and whatnot when they're
Yeah, most natural places in Corvir are protected, so it's not like you
Yeah,
could
no.
turn the family, like the bird sanctuary, into a blasting zone.
Yes. It just feels wrong. Feels like a cover. What that means, I don't know. But just putting that out there seems shady from the get-go.
But that is the official line, at the very least.
Still hugging Will, but he's going to look over at the others and say, well, if we're not chasing this, did we have a decision on what we're doing about the charity event, or are we looking for a new job off of the board? What's our next move, guys? Be happy to swing on a heel if we need to.
We can do either.
I'm going to ask, what are RaQui's plans?
So if they want to go to the charity ball, then I will be going with. Outside of that, I'd like to have a look and see if there's a job on the board that is close to
home?
the edge of town, close to the bee farm. Yes. That would take me in that direction and give me an excuse to go visit.
It's up to you. Is Olo thinking of crashing at a charity event?
Olo does not think meeting his parents at a charity event is the best idea. He's planning a more private reunition. So he's thinking
entering.
What does that look like, Olo? Do you need help from us? What do you want us to do? Hold back, help out?
I'm thinking we wait for the charity event to be over and then I go meet them. So let's keep busy before that.
Meet them.
Okay.
When you say meet them, Olo, I'm just envisioning that you're going to break into their house, and I don't think that's how you should meet them.
I think I'll probably knock on their door. I do know how doors work, believe it or not.
I don't know. You've said a lot. I've seen a lot of things that you have done that suggest you do not know how doors work.
Okay. Just
It's like,
So
straight over my head because I'm that short.
So, Will, if you're leaving Clara to look at things, do you want to take some time, get some food? Are you good to go? Like anything that you need to do right now, or just kind of get back in it?
Let's get back in it. I want to see what kind of food they might be available.
Before we head into our break,
on a job.
Yeah, you never know.
As you all go to check the board, and before we head onto our break, I'm going to do you a favor, Will.
Oh no!
I'm going to roll a d4.
I thought that was a die in your hand.
These are the number
Never
of sessions before you get a reply from Clara.
All right. Okay.
Oh no.
So you know
Or her dismembered head in the post.
that too. So you know. So when it comes, it's not that I'm springing it on you. So
Okay.
you know it's coming.
Oh,
That's not too bad.
fast.
Okay.
It could have been a 4. It could have been.
I could have gone longer.
Yeah.
I don't know if I wanted it longer or not, though.
So next session, nothing. Then the following, either you get something near the very end, or then the following you get it from the beginning. We'll see. We'll see what
Okay.
strikes the fancy. And with that, we're gonna take our 10-minute break and be back in just a bit with the rest of our story. I'm sure everything will be fine. See you all in a bit.
Not comforting.
And we're back. You head to the board. And you find there's a few jobs. Let's have you make an investigation check to see if you find something like what you want to find, RaQui. There's a whole lot of jobs, particularly to your district, but you can look beyond for anything else as well.
Investigation, yeah.
Yeah.
23.
23. You do find it's said almost like low priority job. It's a monster extermination contract in the more the very limited agricultural area outside of Cardis. Some of the farmers in the area, some of the owners of some of the ranches and farms are reporting some kind of mutant plant life that has been attacking the livestock.
Ooh, exciting. Uh,
The contract pay the job pays 5,000 Cardis credits to whoever solves it. The people in the outskirts don't really have that much cash on hand.
yeah.
But this says 5,000 and a bit whatever they can in terms of, let's call it resources. So meats, vegetables, everything. And you get a box, like a HelloFresh box at the end.
Okay.
Oh, will win.
I'm gonna take it down. This one looks good.
Noel raises an eyebrow though. He's like, seems kind of low priority.
And it's in the ass end of nowhere compared to you. It's literally, Cardis is shaped like a hexagram with three, and then in the center are 3 districts. Each district is the size of a city. So imagine in a hexagram, you have multiple Manhattans and then 3 more at the center. And she is going,
she's like that one there,
off, like just literally outside of the city, like the westernmost, like the easternmost side. So you're gonna be clearing out of the city. So it's a bit off the beaten path.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot going on at the moment. We don't want to take on anything too strenuous, so something low key might be exactly what we
I mean,
need.
sure, but there's like 6 more jobs here that pay at least triple that. And aren't we looking for somewhere to stay? I mean, this is a fetch quest. We could do that.
This
Why
doesn't
don't
stop
we
us
do?
from
Yeah. Why
from
don't we
looking for
do
somewhere.
this small one? Dip our toes in and then just go on with it.
This is in the arse end of nowhere, man. What it?
Have
Where's
you
your
got any
sense of adventure?
pressing engagements around here? Are you just after the money? Because these guys are poor. This is all they can afford. We could help them out.
Not have no problem doing this job. The job is not the problem. I'm just wondering why this job in particular, RaQui.
I mean, I think it would be a good opportunity for, you to see some more areas around here rather than just the district that we're in at the moment.
That's gonna be a deception check, please. Yeah, it's gonna be
My passive
deception.
insight's terrible. I want to insight check her.
Yeah, anyone who wants to insight check this can do so. You had to start talking.
22. Why? Errol's got
I've just seen what Will
no
roll.
middle ground. Top or bottom end.
How much,
I rolled
Ricky?
20.
20, and Ricky?
10.
To put it mildly, I mean, Raki has never been the, most eloquent orator, except when it's time to present evidence. But not very a conversationalist. Not a very good liar. Every tell in the book is present on their face. Twitching, blinking, looking aside, all of it is there.
I am going to throw Ricky another rope, like all of the other times, and just be like, "No, actually, that's actually a really good idea because, we don't actually know other areas. I think it'd be quite a good opportunity to see other places."
Errol's just staring at Ricky and he's like, what took you out to that area before? You seem like this is a specific place you want to show us. What's out there that's so interesting?
She may have been there when she was a child. We don't know that, do we, Errol?
She might have. You're right. She might have been there as a child. Interesting thought, Will. Okay, I mean, I'm in. We're going. I just feel like you're not saying something.
But does she need to? This job went and resonated with her. It's the one she chose. Also, I would like to point out,
Well,
Ricky
did you just say
is a
this
higher.
job resonated with
Okay,
her?
okay. I would also like to point out, Ricky is technically a higher level than us. So if she feels that this job would be better for our group than the others, then we need to trust her. She is higher than we are, technically. We are just pebbles.
Okay, look, all right? Because I don't want to go causing any arguments, all right? If you must know, my mum lives out there, and I want to go and pay a visit. Is that okay?
I was trying to help you out.
Yeah, that's great.
So, can we go?
Yeah.
I already said I was in. I just wanted to know why you were lying. You never lie to us. Just felt uncharacteristic of you. Errol says. He never catches a lie ever in his court.
Will's just like, huh. Because she has caught those lies before. Like,
Look, I don't want anyone arguing, okay? If you'd rather do something closer, I can go visit her another time.
no, we're good.
No, families are important. Let's go.
You hand essentially the notice to the receptionist Sother and goes, okay, got it registered. Hopefully it all goes smoothly. I'll be here. If you need anything, give me a call if anything comes up.
I mean, does it usually go smoothly with our group?
There's literally the floor beside you, Errol, opens up, and Peacecraft emerges, looks at you, and gives you a ball, almost like a stress ball, and says, "Squeeze that, please. Make a strength check."
Roll. Athletics or just strength?
Just pure strength.
19.
You press it and you like struggle to press it down, and you press it. Okay. The kiss takes it all. Passes like a scanner over this. Why so weak? And then goes back down the hall and it locks on after him. Why so weak? Why so weak?
You know what? Everyone is so rude to me.
At that time, as you're coming in,
I'm
Roderick
just going
is
to look at the rest of the group and go, if I'm the weak one in this group, there's no hope for the rest of you.
Oh no, I know that 100%.
as you're are you heading out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
As you're heading out, Roderick is coming in, just covered in mud. It's like, the days I hate this job. Oh,
Maybe it's good for your skin.
shut up. You're heading out?
Yeah.
Cool. Watch your back as usual. Watch your backs. This job is something. And he just walks toward the reception and literally just flings his like glove, like just free of dirt, just to get it scanned. He says, "Oh, come on!" This, and you leave that as you leave the premises.
See you when we get back.
What is your passive perception, Errol?
Terrible. We know this. 13.
You see something on the corner of your eye, and your let's call it your HUD, your heads-up display, goes
Oh, no.
infernal red. And you see someone approach. It is an elven man in a robe, and says, "I'm sorry. Could you perhaps help me? I'm looking for a seeker known as Roderick. Do you know if he is inside?"
Is my HUD lighting up because this guy's on the list?
It's the same guy you saw the last time.
It's the same one.
Remember when you just got here that
Oh,
you
yeah,
saw
it is,
someone
yeah.
coming out, a man in a robe, another man in a robe?
He's a little mucky, but yeah, I mean sure. Everything okay?
I just need to catch up something with him. Thank you. Thank you for your help. And just gives you like a short like bow and goes into the building.
I was like gonna text Roderick and just say, "This guy about to see you. Is he trouble? Question mark."
You get a message about 30 seconds, and it says, "Oh no, just a client. I'm picking up, looking for some people that are gone missing."
Okay.
Okay, Errol.
No worries. And then I text back like a bathtub emoji and say, "Get clean."
There's a middle finger emoji coming your way.
I look at Will and I'm like, "This guy, that's the second time I've seen him. Are my eyes still weird?"
No, they're kind of gone away.
I look at Will though, and I'll say, "It's gone, so I can't show you, but I got that."
Mm-hmm.
It's that guy again.
Oh, the one, the list thing that you need to do.
Yeah, he's a client of Roderick's. Apparently, they're looking for some missing people.
A client.
Well, that means I don't know, but it looks like I need to speak to Roderick and then
I mean, anything.
deal with this dude. Anyway, we have a plant to catch. Let's do that first, and a mum to visit, and
Mm-hmm.
husband I still need to ring, but I kind of need somewhere to invite him to invite him over here. And why is adulting hard? Just in general.
I think you're the one who's making it worse for yourself. Just pointing out.
I mean, that would literally be the story of my life, so I'm not disagreeing with you, no.
I can only imagine just RaQui just watching these two having this very strange exchange.
Yeah. Can we take this conversation in the car?
Yep. 100%.
Yeah. I thought we were walking as we were talking.
No, we kind of, I think we might have like just, you know, when you intend to walk and then you end up accidentally stopping. And
Errol was texting
Yeah.
and slowing
Yeah.
down, so Will slowed down.
Still not walking. Car's this way.
You get on, I'm guessing, yeah, on RaQui's car and you fly away.
Awkwardly in.
Yeah.
Once again, get on the flying car.
Yeah.
Does the top come down?
No.
just
Mash it like this so that my horns fit in.
just get some like foam tips for them so it doesn't like break the car when you get.
It should get
Yeah,
caught.
don't you be damaging my car.
He's like sitting all like crumpled up so that his horns fit in the car, let alone
Just lean the seat back a bit so it's angled
so
instead
they
of
point
just,
at.
yeah.
Who's sitting behind Errol? Probably Olo. He's the smaller one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The horns go over his
He
head.
doesn't need as much room. It's true. Yeah, it doesn't affect him really.
I'm driving, so we're just gonna go.
I'm gonna ask because I need to, and I'm gonna tell you for the flying bit, it's gonna be it's gonna be about 5 mana to get that kicked off. So up to you who wants to donate.
Oh, how much mana does Errol even have?
Errol would have
Some.
Yeah, basically at first level will be maxed die, which would be 1d4 for a fighter.
19. I wrote it down. 19 mana.
You have 19 mana, yeah.
Sure, it's less important to me than the rest of you if we're going to hop into a fight. Just, well, that's a really strange sensation. Don't know if I like that.
There's a tingle that you're not used to, but you do feel the drain of it. Like almost like a reserve, it's lowered. It's not painful, but it is a new sensation to get used to.
So sit there having a bit of a weird moment. Just, no, I think I enjoyed that.
Can we get Starbeaks?
Yes, Barbie.
You fly out, heading through the different sky lanes, heading out to the outskirts, and the contract says to visit. You get the address of one of the farms and speak with a man called Dobo for more information.
RaQui, do you want to visit first or after? You want company? Do you want to go alone? Given the amount of trouble we get ourselves into.
I can swing by after. Let's go help some people first, and then I can swing in. on the way back.
Okay. Fair enough.
So we are heading to see Dobo, was that?
You literally, it's the farm, the closest farm to your mom's, to like the bee farm. You come in, you know, land and park inside next to other vehicles. You see that they are like civilian type vehicles, like just cars, jeeps. They are though much larger than yours. Almost like even the house, everything, all of the facilities that you see around you are larger than normal. Almost as if the occupants, the people who live here, are gonna be larger than normal. There is like a main house. There is a barn, like stables and everything, and a whole lot of land behind them. Lights on it's fairly right now. It's kind of because you did spend hours on Will stuff, so right now you're fairly like going into nighttime. So the lights on the house are on.
So gonna go knock on the door.
You knock on the door and it says your hero is coming. There's a you almost feel every footstep of this individual coming towards you, like the floorboards rattle a bit, and when it opens, it's a very large minotaur. Comes, hello. How can I help? What can I do you for, folks?
Good evening. We are with the Seekers Guild. We've picked up the job advert that you had posted. We've come.
Yes. Oh, very
offer
well.
some
Thank
assistance.
you. Thank you so much. There's some weird plant thing. It's been eating my livestock. So if you could go and make it not do that anymore, I would be very, very thankful.
Yep, sure. Do you want to point us in the direction of where it is?
Go down that field. Wait a second. I'm going to give you something that should help you. And he goes inside and brings out a very large bucket that is full of essentially meat.
Okay, I'd like to quickly question.
To draw it out.
Did he just say the plant was eating his livestock?
Yes.
Big plant. Carnivorous.
Okay. That was not
carnivorous
what I was
plants
expecting.
exist, Will.
Yeah, no, I know carnivorous plants exist. It's just,
How big is this thing?
yeah.
Oh, it's I mean, I've only seen it once because it kind of, I think it stays underground until it needs to actually chomp. For the most part, you only see like tendrils or such. So you maybe draw it out. I saw it once. It's a hefty bugger.
Hefty bugger.
Okay.
Got it.
Oh, let's just say it could bite me and have one bite.
Yeah, no. That sounded pretty big.
Yeah.
And you say it burrows.
I mean, I guess so.
Because you haven't seen it very often.
No, I only hear it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
I've kind of cleared out the livestock for a bit, but I need to get them grazing soon.
What kind of livestock do you have?
A whole lot of it. All different kinds.
Where are they now?
I'm keeping them in the barn, and I've installed metal flooring.
So what
interesting.
which of your livestock is it eating the most of?
The cows, mostly.
Cows. Okay.
Right. Well, let's go check it out.
Yeah.
Anybody here got any idea on kind of plant creature that could be, Errol will say, as they're kind of making their way around, I guess.
Guessing Errol grabs the bucket.
I mean, yeah, he'll take the meat.
I thought you were going to say he's used to handling meat, but that's another thing entirely.
I mean, I said he grabs the meat. I felt like that was the same line.
No, I've not got much idea about plants.
That's not my specialty either.
No.
Okay.
Drakenet, RaQui, I feel like you could look this up faster than the rest of us.
Can I try and look it up and see if I can use some of my experience being around the farm?
Let's have you make an investigation check. A law investigation check.
Yeah. The dice does not like me tonight. 18.
Okay.
Yeah, +9. 18, yeah.
Perfect. Are these some possibilities? You know that there are quite a few almost like man-eating plants or eating plants in general. There are quite a few of those in different places. Mostly they come in different sizes. Nothing this big. Not unless it's like fairly old or a mutation. But you don't really know anything in terms of like a specific species. You do know, the usual things that work with plants should work with this. Any chemicals, fire, that sort of thing will likely work with this plant.
Okay. So, nothing really specific, guys, but it sounds like it's bigger than your average meat-eating plant. So keep your wits about, but I mean, it is still a plant, so hopefully we can use that to our advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, suggest we try to keep fire limited. I don't want to burn down the limited farmyards we have going on here.
Yeah, these guys don't have a lot. The farms are kind of like everything to them, so we need to make sure any fire is controlled.
Should we, if we ask Dovo, does he have any kind of like really strong weed killers, that sort of thing? Am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
What did you say?
I said if I ask Dovo, does he have any like really strong weed killer or something like that?
Oh, there should be some in the barn.
Do you mind if we help ourselves to it?
Feel free.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, someone grab that because that could
I'll
come in
grab that.
useful too.
If you're carrying the meat, I'll grab the killer.
You grab the weed killer. It's again much like everything in this place, fairly hefty. So it's gonna be a two-handed weapon for you, or a two-handed tool,
badass.
so to speak.
I mean, it's not something I'm not used to. Sometimes I need to use both hands for things, so.
Olo does not make a comment.
Uh,
No comments from him.
So
I love
I'm
that. I
now.
love that. The more we keep playing, the more Nate keeps sinking into the frame.
Am I thinking?
So I'm now super paranoid about the fact that he said that this thing is potentially under the ground. So RaQui's now flying along, rather than walking.
Aw.
You know,
I don't want
I
it to come out
wonder
the ground
if.
and eat me.
Well, I'm wondering if RaQui, you take the bucket and put meat somewhere when we want to lure it to a place, because then you are not in the line of fire. Whereas if I do it, it's going to chomp me potentially, and I'm okay with that if that's what we need to do.
There's
We
only
kinda
one
don't need
slight
to do that.
problem with that.
How big is the bucket?
It's hefty, and
Yeah,
RaQui
well,
can't lift things.
It's miniature sized.
So
I
I mean,
give you. What if
can
I
I
give you a
take, like-
piece of meat?
yeah, if I could take like one piece of meat at a time,
Yeah,
and then you tell me where you want me to drop it,
Yeah,
that's fine.
you get a handful of like minced meat. Yeah,
Mm,
it's dripping.
It's not
Get
something you're
stuck
not
in my
used to.
claws. Yeah, but that's what gloves are for. I'll see if I've
maybe you
got a
should
pair
have
of gloves in
gloved
my
up
pocket.
first.
I'm gonna rummage around to see if I've got a spare pair of gloves.
Put them on your feet when you.
Yeah. Okay. Yep, sounds like a plan. So we're heading out to where he
I
said.
think we should move. We should move away.
Yeah, we don't want to be
Out
near the
of-
barn, and
No,
Yeah,
Let's
he
go.
basically told you the direction of one of the fields where the
go there.
cattle graze, and that's usually where the thing shows
Yeah.
up.
go there.
Super. Right.
Once you get there, what do you do?
Olo has a quick look around for any like nice big rocks he can stand on.
Idea.
Sure. I'd say there's a few rocks, both to stand on or take cover behind, kind of litter around the place. I mean, it is a field, but it's mostly cleared because it needs room for all the animals. But it's still a field, so there's always rocks jutting out and everything.
Mostly grassland, though, right? Yeah. Is there fencing?
Not so much fencing. There is some fencing, but mostly like on the border, like the edges of the property. Not so much. This is the fencing of this area. It's way behind. It's more like the property line, and it's a fence that goes around the entire property. And you kind of, as you went through, like the almost like an archway, like an arch going into the property. It extends from it around.
Super.
I think maybe we
Right.
should go far to the end, further to the end, as far away from people's properties as we can.
Mhm.
You want to go further? Okay.
I mean, I don't necessarily think we need to go all the way to the end of the property line because farmyard property is extensive, but like.
So RaQui is
Cool.
flying, right?
Yes.
Okay. Is RaQui flying ahead of everyone or keeping with the group?
So at the moment, keeping with the group, but I will in a minute be disappearing.
Okay,
When-
cool. Can you all tell me who has a passive perception higher than 15? Except RaQui.
Wait.
Well,
As you're all walking, you notice that RaQui is dripping. Because it's very juicy meat. And you notice that as the droplets keep hitting the ground, at one point the ground shifts under the drops, and it keeps shifting, following you.
Okay. I am going to just be like, okay.
Yeah.
Keep flying. Just trust me.
Okay.
And don't look
do
back.
you want us to stop?
Are you
RaQui,
guys
just stop.
coming with? Okay,
Yeah.
I'm going.
Oh,
I'm now flying
wait.
forward. And
Did the
Will
rest of us
point.
catch on?
No, Will point. Like with like, guys,
As
look.
RaQui flies forward, and
Spread out.
I'm
the
going up a
drops
bit
spread
more
out.
as well.
the drops keep falling.
Up sideways.
You all see the movement under the ground, following the trail.
Okay, I think we've reached our limit. Spread out, well, like scatter off of this direct line, and
I'm
RaQui
gonna ask a
throw them
question.
that way.
Are you moving? How are you moving to get on rocks or something fast, or subtly?
Olo is doing it subtly.
Okay. How about the other
Yeah.
two?
I can't stealth
just
for,
gonna-
for
I'm just gonna
anything.
make
So
a dive. I'm gonna make a dive for something.
yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna need dexterity saving throws from Will and Errol, and Olo. I need a stealth check from you.
I have dexterity saves. My strong point.
Yes. Okay. I'm fine. I should be okay with an 18. Am I okay?
Absolute fucker.
How much, Errol?
Well, I rolled a 3, but it's at -2, so it's a 1.
It's like a repeat of my strength
It's the
check.
bucket. It's the bucket. This was deck. He's not good at deck.
How much, Olo?
My stealth was 14.
14.
Actually,
I need you to make another dexterity.
actually, no,
also make a
it's
dexterity
plus
saving
2.
throw.
so it's 5, but actually it's not any better.
Well, Errol, you take 3 points of piercing damage.
Yeah.
And Olo,
3.
roll that dexterity saving throw.
16.
16. Okay. You take 1 point of piercing damage. Same Will, you also take 1 point. You will move away. Errol, you dive, and as you dive, you feel the ground shift under you, and almost like, and the other two can see it. Essentially, vines come out like plant tendrils, and they're covered in thorns, and the thorns graze you as they kind of try to lash you. And now everything is kind of, there is a rumble beneath you.
What's going on, guys? When do I stop?
Drop the meat over there.
Drop it? Okay, I drop
Over
it.
there.
You
told me to drop it, I've
you
dropped
drop
it.
it with a plop, and it lands, and you see it begin to sink. And at the center, you see that the ground shifts and turns, and kind of sinks, and literally becomes like a sinkhole. You see the ground moving towards the center until the meat is brought to the center, and then a giant mouth juts out, just eats it, and goes back into the earth. Although you see the tendrils come out of it and move and start to almost like feel around for the other movement that was in the vicinity.
Guys, it's big. It's really
Big.
big. It's really, really big. I'm flying up higher.
Well,
I don't trust this thing.
If we can get that mouth to come back up, you think you can fire some of that plant killer into it?
Oh yeah.
Chuck some more meat at the hole.
You chuck it, and again, the sinkhole, the earth begins to move, and
Well-
the thing comes out, bites it, and then is fully out. This thing is about 20 feet tall. It's just looming over you. This is just a gigantic mouthful of teeth, razor sharp leaves, and a bunch of like vines. And it goes, "Oh, come on. If you're going to give me a meal, give me a full meal."
It speaks.
Oh my god.
and turns you. You see, but it doesn't seem to have eyes, but it just turns up. Says, "Oh, hello, birdie."
Hello, what?
Birdie.
It says you, RaQui.
Ah! I don't like
I
it.
feel like internally we're all just going,
I'm
ah.
going even higher.
Keep my-
Just going up. I'm like, get
And
away.
that is where we're gonna
Initiative.
leave our session.
No.
I
And
thought you
next
were gonna
time
call
around,
initiative.
you'll be fighting a mean green mother.
Oh, oh no.
It was
Don't-
just
I
an
don't
easy
like it.
job.
That's what you said.
I'm just gonna
Oh, it
say,
looks
you don't know
easy.
who you're messing with. You have no idea.
Nope.
I mean, it's true. Uh,
And yeah, that's it for us for tonight. We'll be back. I'm not sure if next week, because I'll be in the middle of Game Blast doing a 10-day gaming marathon for special effect. But we'll see. It depends on how my scheduling goes for that. We might be able to play, and we will see how the party fare against a loving plant.
a very nice sunflower, yes.
Before we go, we quickly just go around the room. We can say who they are, who they were playing, and where you can find the dark corners of the internet if they so wish to share that. So, Kat, take it away.
Hi, I am Kat, and I have been playing RaQui. Nate, over to you.
And Nate, I've been playing Errol Reminash, the Craggling Fighter. You can find me on Twitter as Tiniest Sidekick. Here on this channel, playing various other games on Fridays or Sundays. Over to Zane.
Hi, I'm Jade. I played Will. You can find me on Twitter at JJ_Squishy1990. You can also find me here on a Friday, every other Friday, playing vampires as well. And over to Yash.
Hi, I'm Ash. I'm playing Olo Proudburrow, the Lightfoot Halfling Rogue Bard, and you can't find me on the internet because I don't.
Oh, also check out the Kernels of
Channels of
Mystery.
Mystery.
because it is awesome.
Next Wednesday is the 4th episode. Fourth episode, yes. And we had a guest for that one, which is Diane Laser, aka Balrog 1911, in a hellish kind of story. So thank you all for joining us. Thanks for watching. We hope you had a good time. We'll see you next time. Bye.